Good evening. Once again, this is my pre-Viva demonstration. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to show it to you without having to come in. I didn't feel very well and I was in and out of the toilet all day today with food poisoning. For what we're looking at right now on my screen is just the graphs that have been taken from the questionnaires and the analysis and the tests that were done for my dissertation. There's data. It's just translated into graphs, and these graphs are in the final report. There's lots to add to the final report, but hopefully by 6 o'clock when I send you the final report, it'll all be in there and it'll be done if everything goes my way. I acquired this steering wheel for this dissertation. This provides realism in terms of simulating the way it is, how it's like to drive. The steering wheel works perfectly fine with UE4. The foot pedals it came with, however, did not, and for the time frame of the project scope, I decided to not make that work because I didn't have enough time to make it work. Let's just look at the software now. Okay. So if you spawn into the level, there's a time limit. You start with a base score, and we drive around the map. There are lots of vehicles driving around, and if I collide into one of these vehicles, I'll then lose score. Oh, I just missed that one. Let me try and get a... It's hard to collide into them when you want to collide into them. See, my score just decreased? I just lost a lot of score. There's a lot of events that are dotted around on this map. Let me try and find some. Like this event. I have to actually approach from the left-hand side of the road, and that'll be explained in a second. So if I drive into this event, a player spawns. If I hit F, the player goes, and I gain some score, as you can see. Let me do that again. Gaining some more score. If the player is hit by a vehicle, like me for instance, then I will then lose score, and I'll then lose score, and the player will die, right? But let's say I drive into this event trigger, and then he crosses the road and I don't hit play. Then if he crosses the road and I don't hit play, then if he also gets hit by a vehicle, he will die. But if he crosses the road and I don't hit play, I'll also lose score. So I have to have the mechanics to avoid the cars and not lose score that way. But I also have to have the reaction speeds to spot an event like this and hit the event before it comes into me or crosses the road. If this vehicle drives into me before I notice it, or he crashes into another car, I'll then lose score. So you have to be really alert and really responsive and ensure you're doing things quickly. Now the question is, what happens if I just keep pressing the F button? Then will that give me infinite amounts of score? No, because if I press the F button, I get a message saying only click for glowing hazards, and I'll then lose score. Yeah, the message which also illustrates that I should drive on the left-hand side of the road to make sure I receive more information about the events that are occurring, since they're all based on the left-hand side of the road. Yeah, I think in terms of answering the question, the software can do that, so I'm not going to spend any more time on terms of actual programming. I've spent a lot of my time ensuring that all of the tense of my report is in the right tense, because a lot of it was, this project will do this project will adhere to that. It is all now in future tense, so this project has adhered to this. And I should be rereading it sometime soon just to ensure that I have stuck to that mentality. I've spent some time trying to make the changes that was given to me in my interim report feedback. The only one I was slightly confused about was the analysis of methodology. And is that just essentially me saying the positives and negatives of the methodology I'm using? Because in terms of the feedback I'm receiving, I haven't received anything like... No, not feedback, in terms of the research I did online, there isn't that much resources in terms of analysis of methodology in retrospect to what I was looking for. Maybe a little bit of feedback on that would be nice. But I'll be looking to send my report in the next few hours or so. So once again, thank you very much for giving me this kind of flexibility and opportunity. I'll add in my results and my charts to the package I send, and a link to this video, obviously. So once again, thank you very much.